Well, here we are in week 5, and I think a lot of you enjoyed the Ancient Israel and Judaism section. It was one of the weeks that we had to cram in 2 weeks into one, and so that makes it a little bit rough, but at least the subject matter goes together. So I just want to clarify something again to help you guys out. Hopefully this will be helpful. So, I talked about how ancient Israel is different than Judaism. And basically what I'm trying to make clear is that ancient Israel had the temple, the priests, and this animal sacrifices, right, in Jerusalem. And, so you had really ancient Israel coming out of that context, oversimplified. And then Judaism is what really emerges after the destruction of the temple, and we get the codification of these texts, the rabbis, of these discussions between rabbis that become the Talmud. And the Talmud, the tradition of the Talmud is it's considered the oral Torah, or information that was passed orally from Moses down to the rabbis at the time. And so that was the tradition. Now, and the word Torah means law or instruction. Where it can get a little bit confusing is that in Judaism often Torah is the word, because it means instruction, is the word to apply to all Jewish learning in terms of religious matters. But generally speaking, what we're thinking about in the specific context is the first 5 books that have many different names that if you've grown up in the church life, in particular, you've heard so many different terms for the same thing. So in Hebrew, it's the Chumash, the 5 books. For the Torah. That's Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Okay? And it's also given a Greek term, Pentateuch, 5 books, like the pentagram, 5-pointed star, right? Okay, different context, right? And then also, referred to as the law. And so, just wanted to kind of make that clear. So, some of you were saying, oh, I only read the Bible, I didn't know what the Torah was. Well, the Torah is in the Bible. Christians read the Torah. What you'll also notice is that Jesus in the Gospel actually says in one point, is it not written in your Torah? And then he is quoting Psalms, I believe. So again, it appears, a cynic could say that that's a typo or a misquote, or I think we could take the other idea of applying the word Torah to all Jewish learning, and henceforth the Torah being kind of used for all of the Jewish holy text. Anyways, we'll move on from that. We are now moving into Hinduism, a completely different part of the world. Later on, we'll get to Christianity and Islam world, which will be a great link-up to Judaism. But for now, we're taking a break onto another dimension. And I hope you really find this is enjoyable as well. I have a long documentary for you to watch from the BBC that I want you to have at least 5 points written on about India. It really picks up especially in the middle part. And I want you to watch it because it complements everything that you will see in the lectures and read about. And there'll be some really great visuals for you. And so again, it can be a little bit slow. It's kind of long, but it'll be rewarding. I think especially after you've went over the lectures. And so, I think that's all I have to say about this week. Again, I just want to kind of remind you really quick, when it comes to notes, also, please remember, some of you are slipping into this pattern of just giving me words. For the notes of lectures, I should see things that at least indicate knowledge in of itself. So I should see something like the Talmud is the collection of the works of rabbis. that'd be simple. Or you could talk about the Mishnah and Gemara in there as well, as one point made. But some people are just putting things down like Mishnah, rabbis. That doesn't tell me anything, and it doesn't demonstrate to me that you know something. So just remember that I'm always looking for, in the video notes and your paper, mainly I want to be convinced that you are demonstrating that you actually understood this information, and you have something independent, that you've learned something, and that sentence itself would teach somebody something if they looked at it. That's what I really prefer, okay? And that's it. So have a great week. Get in contact with me if you have any questions.